Okay, can anyone confirm if my screen is visible? Are you able to see my screen? Okay, team, let's get it started. So yesterday, I hope you have got the complete picture about the internal things of many to one associations. I don't think much explanation is required. Okay, today we will take a similar example to understand one more association, which is many to many association. Okay, so these are the subcategories of Java associations. What are they actually? There are four associations: one to one, one to many, many to one, and many to many. Okay, so far we have completed all these three. So no, so far we have completed all the first three association, and this one is pending. It is very easy to understand. Okay? Many to many associations. Many to many associations. Okay, let's discuss on this today. Okay, very simple. Let me copy the same theory. We will do a little manipulation on this theory. Theoretically, many to many associations says that it is also a relationship between two classes, okay, or two entities, where many instances of an entity should be mapped to many instances of another entity. If you are doing this, then this concepts comes under, can be placed under many to many association in Java. How this can be done? Before even understanding about this, the real-time example can be like, okay, since you are students, you are college students, apart from in the college, the department can be specific, yes or no. For a student, if the student is pursuing a graduation, the department is always specific. You can choose only one department, yes or no. For example, if you are choosing triple E or CSE, whatever it is, okay, department is always specific. Student can choose only one department, but when you're coming out of college, okay, and in your part time or in your free time, you can enroll for many number of courses. One student, don't you think that one student can enroll for Java course, Python course, and C++, etc., etc.? It's up to the students. If up to the individual students' stamina capability. Okay, one student can enroll for many courses. This is what there are no restrictions here. Don't you think that there is a restriction in the college? One student can opt for only one department until he or she is completing the exact graduation duration. Yes or no? Right? Many students, like student, there can be another student, and there can also be another student. Many number of students can opt for one department. This concept is coming under what? This is called as many to one association. Likewise, if you want to draft if you want to draft an analogy for the many to many associations, it is like many students can combinedly opt for or enroll for many courses. Okay, one student can enroll for three courses, another student can enroll for two courses, and another student can enroll for only one course, like Java. Right here, the association is nothing but many to many association. Very simple. The real-time analogy: one student can enroll for many courses, and at the same time, and the many courses can be enrolled. Many courses. I'm sorry. One course can be enrolled by many students. Diagrammatically, if I want to represent this in the diagrammatical illustration, this is how it looks like. Let me open the paint screen for the better understanding. So this is a paint screen. Okay, very simple. If you are talking about a student, okay, let us say that this is student. Okay, let us take the name of the student as Ratna Kumar. Okay, student name is Ratna Kumar. So Ratna Kumar according to his capability, he can enroll for many courses, and Java can be one among them, right? Ratnakumar can enroll for Java course. At the same time, it's up to his capability. If he's willing to join another course, he can also parallelly cover the Python's course, and he can also parallelly cover what? The C++ course. Okay, this is what, when you are talking about from the Ratnakumar's perspective, he has enrolled for many courses. At the same time, don't you think that any one of this course or each and every course can be enrolled by many students? Yes or no? Okay, like Ratnakumar, there will be some other student who is opted for Java. One Java course is enrolled by another student called Chaitanya, right? Like this, again another one Java course, the same Java course is enrolled by what? Darshini, right? One course is being enrolled by many students. One student is enrolling for many courses, many to many. Okay, each and every, if you talk about student, Chaitanya is opted to enroll for Java and C++. Darshini is opted to choose Java and Python. Okay, everywhere, if you look at from Ratnakumar's perspective, he opted for many courses. Likewise, if you look at Java perspective, Java is enrolled by many students, many to many. Here, many to many. The combination of many to many, or the association between two classes where there is a many to many relationship. Okay, this is the example, typical example. Just type in the chat box if you have understood the theoretical part. We'll discuss about the practical things. Are we good so far? Everyone type. Okay. This is the basic understanding about many to many association. Okay. If you want to develop the real-time example, or let us develop a small Java program. So let us keep this the last. Okay. Let us keep this here. And now let us perform the diagrammatical illustration of many to many association. So there is one object. This is one class. This is let me take another class. Let me take two classes. This is one class and this is another class. Okay. Two classes are constructed, and these two classes are going to have as a relationship. Okay. What it is going to have as a relationship? Okay, as a. Okay. So these two classes are maintaining a relationship. What kind of relationship? As a relationship. Okay, let us assume this as students class, and let us assume this as courses class. Okay, what kind of association we are discussing now? Many to many association. So one student can enroll for many courses, right? So one course can be enrolled by many students. One student can enroll for many courses. So the relationship is what? Many. And here one course can be enrolled by many students, many to many association. This is the typical example in the diagrammatical representation. Just for the understanding purpose, I am designing the low level diagram for this. Okay, next thing is, so let us take a class. Okay. Student class. Okay, the name of the class is class students. I'm going to take three variables. Two variables are with respect to the student classes. What are they? Okay, I'm taking the variable name as student name. Okay, and another variable as student location. Okay, these two variables are going to hold the direct value. Okay, and I'm going to take another variable. Okay, another variable of course. Okay, the student name is of string type. No issues. This location is also of string type. Okay, and this course. Okay, one student can take many courses. That's why the cursor should be of array type. Remember, when you are dealing with the many association, okay, it should always be in the form of array type, right? So there are three variables. Two variables are the direct variables, and the third one, this is the as a relationship variable. As a relationship variable, very special variable, because this variable is of what type? The data type of this variable is of class type. Okay? As a relationship has been created. Okay? And another class I am taking it here. This time the name of the class is what? Class courses, right? COURSES, class courses. Okay. So let us take two values in the class course for this, or three values I will take. Okay. String course name and string, let me take it as integer course fee. Okay, and the third one is string duration, course duration. Okay, these three variables are what? They are the direct variables. Okay, this is what we call it as the as a relationship association. Someone has to mute. Okay, so now I think you are able to see the relationship as a relationship, many to many association. Okay, now you tell me guys, which class is the container class and which class is the contained class? Tell me first. Which is the container class and which is the contained class? Any inputs from your side? Okay, there are two classes here. Which one is the container class and which one is the contained class? I have been telling you this for the last 3 days. Any inputs from your side? Can anyone answer this? Okay, let me answer it by myself. Okay, the student class is the container class. Okay, this course is a contained class. Why we call it as the contained class? Because this course, the reference of this course is contained in a different class. That's why it is always called as contained class. By looking at this, you can say na, contained class, because this is the class reference which is contained in a different class, which is placed inside a different class. Okay, by looking at this, you should say contained class, and the class which is holding the contained class is called as what? The container class. Okay, please ensure that you are getting used to this container class. Okay, so you should always prepare the class for the container class first. Okay, the object needs to be created, or the class needs to, when you are developing, when you are drafting a class, firstly you will prepare the class for the contained class, then you will go and prepare the class for the container class. This should be prepared first, this should be taken care first, it should be taken care second. Are we good so far? Everyone good, Chaitanya? Thank you for your answer. Course is a contained, student is a good, very good. Okay, now next thing, let us design the class. I need to use the Eclipse. Focus here. If you have missed the first 3 classes also, this particular class, you will understand everything in this particular class. Okay, file. What I am trying to do is, I need to create a project. I am going to design classes. How I am going to design the Java program or the classes? Okay, for that, I will be creating 2 packages. Always remember, you will create 2 packages. This is package 1. This is package 2. For the simplicity, I am representing this in the form of diagram. Okay, so I am going to consider the package 1 as com.test.classes. Okay, I am going to consider the package 2 as com.test.driver. Okay, please be informed that you always create a package for the main method, for the main class. Okay, allot one package for the main method or the main class. Okay, and for the remaining classes, allot one package. Right. So in under this package, I am going to have 2 classes here. One is what? The class for the container, which is what? Students. Yes or no? Need to create a class for students. Okay. Secondly, I will also create a class for the contained one, which is what? class courses. Two classes are successfully created, and under the com.test.driver I'm going to create a class called the driver class. Okay, the moment when I say driver, why I'm saying it as driver, you can also keep it as a main class, but ideally this is highly recommended. You can give any name, no issues, but when you say driver, it means it is a main class. You can literally give any name, naming convention you can follow, but this is highly recommended. Okay. Okay, so we will go by this diagram. How many packages are there? Two packages are there. Okay, this is the package. This is first package and this is second package. Let us do the same thing in the Eclipse editor. Okay, I'm going to create a project, file, new, Java project. Okay, let us keep the name of the project as many to many. So we are talking about many to many association. That's why the name of the project is also going to be what? Many to many. The project name has been set already. We have just set the project name. Click on next. Okay, you do not have to change anything. Just click on finish button. Okay, after doing this, a project has been created. You can see that in the left hand side. Okay, after creating a project, you need to click on right click on the src folder, create, go to new, search for new, and create what? Package. How many packages we have to create? Two packages. com.test.classes. This is first package, and again right click on src, click on new, go to the click on the package and name the package as com.test.driver. Okay, two packages are created. Okay, and again on each and every package, okay, on the com.test.driver package, right click here, not driver, on the classes package, right click here and click on new, click on class. We need to develop two classes. One is for what? Students. Okay, I'm giving the name as students here and click on finished. Okay, a class has been created for students. Okay, and I need to create another class in the same package. I want to create another class which is courses class. So right click on the package, go to new, and click on what? Click on class. This time keep the name of the class as courses. Done. Okay, two classes are created. Okay, one more package is already created, and we need to create a class because this is a driver package. So we will place the main class here. Same steps. So I'm keeping the name of the class as driver class. And here I am checking what? I'm checking public static void main. And clicking on finished. So you do not want to worry about this for now. Okay. So we have the main class, right? We have other two classes. Okay, let me copy this folder structure. Okay. See, this folder structure is representing our what? Our diagrammatical illustration. Okay, under the package there are two classes, courses.java, students.java. Same thing we have done here. Okay. Students as well as courses. Okay, under the com.test.driver package we have only one class, which is the main class. Are you getting this, guys? Everyone? Yes, no? Type something in the chat box. We will design the program now. I want you to keep this session interactive. Everyone type. Why only Chaitanya is typing? Only Krishna Prasad is typing. Be active. Everyone be active. Okay. Okay. Next thing. Okay. Let us develop the program. Let us draft the code. Okay. Now for the code, I have already taken 3 variables inside the students class. Now tell me one thing. So now the folder structure has been designed successfully in the Eclipse editor. Okay, we have 3 classes. If I click on courses.java, I will be getting this. If I click on students.java, I will be getting this. If I click on driver.java, I will be getting the main class. Okay. Firstly, it is highly recommended to develop the contained class. To develop which class? Contained class. Go back here. First you concentrate about the contained class. Develop the contained class part. So here the courses is the contained class. Okay. First you develop this. Firstly. Secondly, you develop this. Okay. Thirdly, you activate the main method. Making sense? Firstly contained, second container, third driver. I hope this is making sense, right? So what is the content? Okay, let me write it here. First, always create a cold code for contained. Second one is for container. Third one is for driver. Okay, contained is a courses is called as what? Contained, contained class. Okay, go back to the Eclipse editor. So courses, we will develop this courses class. Okay, according to the diagram, according to our understanding, how many courses I have chosen here? Okay, I have taken a string with the CName and integer for to store the piece value and the course duration. Let us take the same variable names for the better understanding. Okay, private string CName. Okay, private int course fee, right? Private string C, course time or course duration. Okay, I want to keep the variable name simple, that's why I have taken it as three variables I have taken as per the diagram. Okay, now I need to generate what? Generate getters and setters. Why getters and setters are required? Getters are used to set values for these variables. Getters are used to get values from the variables. Okay, declaration has been done. We need to perform the initialization. For that, you can use constructors or else you can use getters and setters. Since we got used to getters and setters, we will go with the getters and setters itself. Okay, don't want to confuse you with the constructors for now. Okay, let us deal with getters and setters. How to generate getters and setters? Right click here, click on source. Okay, you will get an option called generate getters and setters. It will ask you to, like, it will display a pop-up and you need to check all this. Okay, and click on generate. Okay, getters and setters has been generated successfully. If for 3 variables you will get 6 methods. If you have 4 variables you will get 8 methods. In that 8 methods, 4 will be for setters and 4 methods will be for getters, right? So we have designed the class, courses class successfully. Okay, next thing is we need to design the students class, because this is the container class. Second preference is has to be given for container class. Okay, what are the variables that I have taken for this container class? sname, location, and the courses, right? Let me for the better visibility, I think I should go back to, so sname, location, and the courses itself. This is as a relationship. Okay, this is what? As a relationship. Okay, go back to the Eclipse editor. So private string sname. Okay, private string location. Okay, private courses. So we are talking about many to many associations. One student can enroll for many set of courses. So these courses should be in the form of array, right? So I need to generate what? Getters and setters. Getters and setters. Okay, right click here and go to the source and generate getters and setters. Check all the boxes. Click on generate. Okay, getters and setters are generated. It is making our life easy. Okay, now we have successfully designed the students class also. Now we need to create objects in the driver class. Okay. And again, to create objects, because object needs to be created, after creating an object with that reference, we will be able to set the values for the respective data types. I mean, for the respective classes or for the respective objects. Reference what we call it as for the respective instance variables. Okay, so the contained class courses C1 equal to new courses. Okay, so this is what many to many. So many objects needs to be created for the contained class, as well as many number of objects needs to be created for the contained class. Okay, first we are talking about the contained class here. Okay, we need to import it because this courses is a class of different package. So now we are working in this directory class. We are under driver.class. Okay, this is under different package. This courses is under a different package. I need to create a connection for that. Okay, so that I'm importing that statement. Okay, this is automated. Okay, if you click here, you will get this. Okay, I need to import. The moment you import the particular package, look at the design, look at the changes in the diagrammatical representation. Okay, what will happen here? The moment you do the import, a connection will be created. Okay, this is for an imagination purpose. Okay. This gets created because of what? Because of the import statement. Right, so the moment you are creating an object for the courses, the main thread needs to get access to the courses class, right? For that, a connection is required between the packages. This is the current package. You need to like ensure that the main thread is getting access to the courses variables or courses methods. For that, you're doing what? Import. If you don't do import, it is like a kind of it's like a block. Access will not be granted. You will not be able to create an object. There will be an error. Are you getting this? Next thing is second thing. Okay, so object is successfully created. Courses C1 equal new courses. Now what I am doing? Focus here. C1 dot. I need to set values first. Get course name. Let's take it as Java. Okay. Now C1 dot set course fees. Let us say it as 3000. Right. The third one is C1 dot set course time. Okay, let us take it as 6 months. Okay, courses one object has been created for the courses. Okay, let us create many objects for the courses. Course 1 talking about Java, course 2 is going to talk about the Python. Okay, the fees of the Python is going to be 2000. Duration is going to be what? 4 months. Okay, C2, C2, C2. Let me copy this once again. Let me paste it. Let me take another course. This time this is C3. The third course is C++. Since we are talking about many to many, we need to create many object to justify our theory. Okay. The fees of the C++ is 1000 rupees. Duration is 3 months. Okay. 3 objects has been created. Okay. So because of these instructions, what are the things that is happening behind the scenes? There are changes in the memory level. Even though if you run this, nothing you can see, but behind the scenes, so many changes are happening. So memory is getting allocated. Memory is getting what? Memory is getting allocated. Okay. Let us see what is happening behind the scenes. Okay. I need some space for this. I think I can utilize this space now. Okay. So I do not want this for now. Yeah. Let us use this space. Okay. Now an object gets created, guys. Focus here. Okay. An object gets created. Okay. In this object, what we are creating an object for what? We are creating an object for courses. Firstly, what the information will be collected. Go to the courses class. There are 3 instance variables. Okay, this particular object is going to allocate memory for all these 3 instance variables. The reference variable is what? C1. Okay, behind the scenes, what is happening? Okay, this object is created for the new keyword, and this is going to get a name as C1. Okay, inside this, it will allocate memories for all the instance variables. How many instance variables are there, guys? Okay, we have name, we have CName, we have CFees, and we have CType. And there you go. We have what? CName. Okay, what is it? Java. We have what? C fees, which is what? 3000, and we have what? C time. Okay, which is what? 6 months. You're not wrong, right? Because of these 4 lines, behind the scenes, this is what happened. Memory has got allocated for the C1 variable. Likewise, 2 more memory gets allocated for which variable? For the C2 variable as well as for the C3 variables, right? Let us do it very quickly. Okay, and okay, this is C2. This is what? This is C3. Okay, let me keep it as C2. Okay, so again we have what? CName is going to be Python. Okay, CFees is going to be what? 3000. C time is going to be what? What did it just take in the program? 4 months. Huh? Okay, 4 months. Sorry, this is 2000, right? 2000 and 4 months. The data, need to ensure that we are pasting the right data. Python. Third one is what? C++. CFees equal to 1000, and C time equal to, how many months did I just take? 3 months. 3 months. Right? This is what? The reference variable, which is C3. Okay, all these memory addresses has got one reference variable. This is what? C1, this is C2, and this is C3. Okay, have you understood till now? So you don't see any changes in the console. If you run this code, you don't see any changes. Okay, the output is going to be empty. You don't see any changes, but behind the scenes, this many these are the things that are happening behind the scenes. Okay. Next thing is, let me create object. So we have completed creating object for the contained class. Okay, now let us create object for the container class. Right, what is a container class? Students s1 equal to new, sorry, s1 equal to new students. Right, it is breaking because we need to import the package of what? Student class. Okay, we need to do this import so that the connection will be enabled. The main thread can recognize this students class, right? So we are increasing the visibility. Now if you don't import this class will become invisible to what? This class will become invisible to the main thread. Okay, the moment you use this import statement, and if you include the students class, now this class will become invisible. I hope you're able to understand this importance of the import keywords, import statements. Okay, now let's go back to the code. Okay, so import is done. Okay, I need to set values for the instance variables inside the student class. Okay, we have what? Set name. Okay, let us take it as the Ganesh s1 dot set location. Let us take it as Chennai. Okay, so Ganesh ideally thinking to enroll for the Java and Python. Ganesh is ideally thinking to enroll for 2 courses, which is Java and Python. Okay, so this courses should be represented in the form of arrays. Okay, Ganesh P1. P1 is what? The package one. Ganesh is opted to enroll for what? P1 and C2. I am passing C1 and C2 in the form of, I will explain you what is this. This is the array representation. Okay. Now I am going to set these values. I am passing this p1. I will tell you what is. I will tell you how it works. Okay. One student has done. I will take one more students for the better understanding. S2. Don't worry about this code. I will explain you. New student. S2. This is also S2. Okay. Ramesh. Okay. The location is what? Let me just take it as HUID. Okay. Let me take it as P2. Okay. Ramesh wants to enroll for Java and C++. So C1, I'm passing C1 and C3 inside the courses array. C1 instead of C2, I'm passing C3. And we are setting this array reference variable to this set courses. Right? Shall we take another student? Okay, let me take another student. Okay, now I think it's not required. Okay, we will see. Two students I have taken. Okay, let us create an object for student 1. So now you will able to understand what is happening behind the scenes. Focus here, guys. Very, very important. Okay. Now this is an object 1 for student 1. Okay. See how many instance variables are there inside the student class. Go back to student class. We have sname, location, and the courses. 3 instance variables are there. Yes or no? We have 3 instance variables. Okay. So sname, location, courses. Okay, now focus here. Okay, this is the reference variable of what? S1. Don't you think so? This is a reference variable of what? S1. S1. Okay, go back to the code. What are the values that we are setting for S1? For the name we are setting Ganesh. For the location we are setting Chennai. Okay, let us keep it there. For the name we are setting what? Ganesh. The name has been assigned, I mean Ganesh value has been assigned to sname and Chennai has been assigned to the variable location. Okay. If you talk about the courses, now you see, now we go back and see courses. C1 and C2. Ganesh is opting how many courses? C1 and C2. Okay, let us write it here. C1, C2. Okay. Ganesh is opted for 2 courses. Okay. And this will internally refer to this one. This will internally to refer to this one. First object is done. First, let us try to understand how this can be represented in diagrammatic form. This understanding is enough for now. Okay. Secondly, the object needs to be created, has been created for student 2. This time the reference variable is S2, and we know the values Ramesh and Hyderabad, and Ramesh has chosen C1 and C3. Okay. How can we convert this in the diagrammatical illustration? Go back to the diagram. Okay. Create an object. Create an object. Okay. Now this time this is going to be what? S2. Yes or no? This is going to be S2, right? And we have 3 variables, sname. Okay, and the name is what? Ramesh, right? And we have location. Okay, Ramesh is affiliated to the Hyderabad location. Okay, let us move it up. Okay, and the third one is courses. Okay, Ramesh has chosen 2 courses. One is what? C1. Second one is what? C3. C3. Okay, if I want to represent this, okay, Ramesh has opted this course, okay, and also opted for this course. Right, this is how it can be represented diagrammatically. How we can print these values in the console, that part we will understand now. Okay, I have just replicated all the programmatical things. Okay, all these things has just been replicated in the diagrammatical representation. Have you understood this conversion? Just type yes or no in the chat box. Have you understood this conversion? Everyone, I want answers from everyone. Have you understood this diagrammatical conversion? How the program has been converted to the diagram illustration. Okay. Now we will work on the how we can print the values. Okay. Now see, look at this diagram. Don't you think that take any student, one student has opted for many courses, and again one course has been enrolled by many students at any point of time. Okay. Even this is an exceptional case because no one is liking Python here, because Ganesh has chosen Python, but Ramesh is not liking Python. He has chosen C++ instead of Python. If you create third object, and that third object can be pointing towards the Python course, the secondary thing. But you are enabling an option that one student can opt for many courses, and one course can be opted by many students. That option you are enabling by using which association? Many to many association. You are enabling that option. By your code, you are enabling this option, many to many association option. Okay. Choosing or not choosing, that is, but the option is open. Okay. I can also do like this. No, don't you think so? I can go back to the code. Don't you think that I can make a changes like, okay, this this Ramesh is also opting for Python. If I do this C1, C2, C3, what does it mean? Go back to the paint screen. Okay, and here, don't you think that C2 will be placed here and C2 will be pointing to this course? Now this time Ramesh has opted for all the courses. Option is enabled. Okay, you have to enable the option. Choosing or not choosing is up to the students. So this is what we call as many to many association. From the container class, okay, many students can opt for one course. From the contained class, many courses can be enrolled by many students. I mean, from the container class, one student can enroll for many courses. From the contained class, one course can be enrolled by many students. That's why it is called as what? Many to many. Right? Let us print this information in the console. Okay, go back to the code part. Okay, I want to take a method, guys. Here I'm going to Student.java. I'm taking a method like, okay, public void get details. Okay, let us design this method line by line. We will design this method line by line. Okay, yes, I'm taking system.out.println. Okay, the details are, first line is the details are, second one is system.println. I'm creating a line here. Okay, now see, there are two functionalities inside this get details method. One is if you invoke this method, if you call this method, these two lines will be printed in the console. Okay, so to access this method, I need to use what? This method is placed inside where? This method is placed inside where? 1 minute. I think one extra places are there. Okay, this method is placed inside students class, right? By using the students class, any one of the student class reference, I can call that method s1 dot get details. The moment I call this method, there is nothing to be printed in the console. We have only two things. The details are on this line. I want also to print the information that is contained in the S1. Okay, what are the information that we have in the S1 object? We have Ganesh, we have Chennai, we have these two references C1 and C2. And again, when you call C1, these three information is to be printed, and when you call C2, these three information is to be printed. So totally I need to print what? On top of S1 object, I need to print these details, I need to print these details, I need to print these details. Yes or no? How can we achieve this? Okay, let us go back to the code. Okay, what I'm doing it here, I'm going back to this method, and what I'm saying is system.out.println, directly I'm typing sname, right? And directly I'm typing sname, so location. Okay, I'm getting access to two variables. I want to print sname, I want to print location. Okay, go back to the driver class, same method let us call. So I am calling which method? Get details method on top of S1 reference. on top of s okay. This will get access to the get details method. It will print values of sname location of which object? S1 object. What are the values inside this one object? For sname, Ganesh is there. For location, Chennai is there. Okay, we should see Ganesh and Chennai along with the other information. Yes or no? Let us run this. We have achieved printing Ganesh. We have achieved printing. Why Ganesh and Chennai is getting printed? Very simple. We are calling get details on top of S1 method. We are calling get details on top of S2 method. I should be getting what? Ramesh and Hyderabad. Because the values inside the S2 object is what? Ramesh and Hyderabad. We wanted to print only this information. This is what we specified. Okay. Don't you think that if I run this code again, I will be getting a different information? Ramesh, Hyderabad. We want to print both s1.getDetails and s2.getDetails. Now I will be able to see both the object information. The details are Ganesh Chennai. Again, the details are Ramesh Hyderabad. Are you getting this, guys? Everyone? We are able to print values of one object, especially the two variables. Why two variables? We are extracting those two variables information. Are we good so far? Only Chaitanya and Krishna Prasad is good. What about others? Darshini, Ratna Kumar, Jaykant is also there. Yeah. Now you focus here. We will stick to s1.getDetails. Okay. And we should design the getDetails method in such a way that it is allowing you to print all the information of the object s1 and all the deep information. Okay, this is the deep information. Why deep information? You can print this directly by using sname. You can print this directly by using location. Okay, direct print sname directly can be print with the location. You need to print the value information of c1 and internally contains three information: cname, fees and ctime. Again, c2 contains c information: cname, c fees, time. Okay, now go back to the code. This information can be extracted from this courses array. Okay, here this is in the form of array. So I'm going to use what? The enhanced for loop. Okay, I will tell you what I have already just copy this, except this curly braces, copy the data type courses, paste it here, give any variable. You can give any variable. I'm giving it as x, give a semicolon. Okay, and copy this variable name courses and paste it here. Right, now see what is happening. I'm doing system.out.println. Okay, I'm trying to extract by using this x. I want to extract a course name, right, plus I want to extract the course fees, plus okay, I want to extract the course time. Okay, let me copy this and paste it in the focus here. Lot of attention is required for this. Okay, so courses is an array. See, we have stored the look at the information in the Eclipse editor. Okay, for the student Ganesh, we have used the courses array. This is the array that we have used, right? I am copying that array, I am pasting it for our reference next to it. Focus here. Okay, here the size of the array is 2. Why 2? There are two variables, so the size of the array is 2, right? If the size of the array is 2, size is 2, guys. Okay, this is 2. Why 2? Two variables are. The size of the array is 2. This enhanced for loop will run for 2 times. If the size is 3, this enhanced for loop will run for 3 times. If the size is 4, this enhanced for loop will run for 4 times. This is first time, right? instead of doing that, I can do this is first time, this second time. Okay, when it is running for the first time, when it is running for the first time, it will collect all the information in the reference variable c1, the object c1. Okay, because c1 is the first reference variable. Okay, what are the values inside the c1? We have sname as Java, we have 3000, we have 6 months. Okay, in the console, if it is running for the first time, okay, look at this, look at the system.out.println. We are trying to extract information of what? X dot get CNAME means course name is Java. X dot get fees, which is 3000. X dot get C time, which is 6 months. Okay, first time. And for the second time, it will access information of C2. Okay, inside the C2, go to the C2. Okay, this is C2. Inside this, we have Python 2004 month. Okay, now that's where that value gets displayed in the console. Python 2004 months. What is it? 4 months or 5 months? 4 months. That's it. This value will be displayed in the console for this enhanced format. Why this will run for 2 times? It will look for the array, size of the array. The size of the array is 2. And according to the size, it will run for 2 times. For the first time, when it is running for the first time, all the values of the first array, I mean first variable c1 will be extracted. When it is running for the second time, all the values of this will be extracted. That's why the output is going to be like this one. Right? Let us see let us run this and see if we are getting the same output. Okay, go back. See, the details are Ganesh as usual it got printed, Chennai as usual it got printed. Okay, Java 3006 months, and this should be S2 guys. Should be S2. Okay, let me rerun this. Ganesh, Chennai, Java 3006 months, 4000. Are we getting the same result? Yes, no? Forgot about this two. These two are part of the previous instruction. Okay, concentrate on this. Same output, right? Matching my explanation. Right? So on top of s1 dot get details, I have got that variables. If I do the same thing on top of s2 dot get details, okay, now s2 has 3 courses enrolled. Okay, the information Ramesh will be displayed, Hyderabad will be displayed, and all the information inside the object c1, c2, c3 has to get displayed in the console. Let us see if we are getting the same thing in the console. Okay, Ramesh got displayed, Hyderabad got displayed, and all the information pertaining to Ramesh. Ramesh has opted for 3 courses: Java, 3000, Python, C++. Because C1, C2, C3, all the information inside the C1, C2, C3 will be displayed in the console in the organized manner. Because we are organizing this code with our, programmatical design. You can also perform a lot of changes or a lot of modifications. I would like to do one modification here. Okay, what I am trying to do is, okay, I want to display in the organized way, so I am doing name /tab plus, okay, c is /tab plus what c time /, it is going to create a new line. I want to remove this. Okay, and here also instead of hyphen I am doing /t. Let us remove this hyphen. Let us do /t. / means is going to give the, is going to create the new tab. It is like entering the tab key. /n is like giving the new line. Okay, let us see if our code is organized or not. Okay, run this code. See, now the output is somewhat organized. Course name. Okay, let us do little more organization. After this, let us add one line. See, details are Ramesh Hyderabad. Ramesh Hyderabad is not clear. Okay, we need to ensure that the output is meaningful. So what I'm doing it is, again I'm going back, I'm performing a modification. Instead of directly printing sname, I'm saying the student name is plus sname. The student location is plus location. Like this, you can keep on modifying as long as you are getting the output in the organized way. Okay, now see, the details are the student name is Ramesh, the student location is Hyderabad, and the so I can also do it like I can add one more line. I can print a statement like the details are as follows. Okay, I can also add another line. Okay, this is how the development looks like. According to your requirement, okay, if you want to display the things in an organized fashion, you can do whatever you want. It is very much organized right there. Details are the student name is Ramesh, the student location is Ramesh. The details are as follows. Right? We are getting all the information on top of Ramesh. We want to get all the information on top of Ganesh. Okay, I can do what? I can call the get details on top of S1. If I run this course, then all the details pertaining to Ganesh will be displayed. Making sense? This is all about many to many association. Very simple. If you practice this, you will get it very easily. I guarantee you that. There will be no confusion. Okay, you practice all these concepts one to one to many, many to one, many to many. If you have any questions, you can ask me now.